So, I did a thing or two. Let's go into this game and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So we got, Madden 25. Nothing big deal. We have Ravens versus Chiefs in our opening game, Thursday Night Football. But what you're going to see is once we get into this game, I did a thing or two in the context of every single game of this NFL season, right, is going to have a couple different things. Number one, it's going to have a heavy snowstorm. It is the most heaviest snowstorm you can have based on the actual game logic. So I actually went into the files and this is the most snowstorm you can add. This is called heavy snow. Not only that, it's heavy wind and overcast skies and the most rain in the air you can possibly get. Most snow in the air. Participation, whatever it's called. Point is, I maxed out every single bad weather possible for every single game of this season. So it doesn't matter if you are playing in Baltimore, in Kansas City. It doesn't matter if you're playing anywhere. I mean, you literally Miami, Florida. Every single game of the NFL season will be a snow fest, whether it is in September or whether it's in January. So I just want to see how this goes and how this all will work out in the end here. Because obviously playing football in the snow isn't always the easiest. And sometimes it does impact the game to certain degrees, right? Not all the time. Sometimes it does. With that being said, maxing out all the types of weather, again, rain, sleet, snow, etc., I feel like has to do something. And actually, let me go into this Raiders game. This one's actually going to be in Baltimore. This is a September game. So, usually Baltimore doesn't get snow in September. But, it's, yeah. It just feels so weird to see all this snow in September. But, yeah, for the most part, it is what it is. So, as you can see here, we have 16 mile per hour winds. So, this is going to range, based on what I understand, from 16 all the way up to roughly around 60 to 70 miles per hour. So, it's just going to be a random wind amount. So, every quarter this changes. So, for example, the first quarter it might be 16, second quarter might be 20, third quarter might be 40. It's going to change, right? Hopefully this does impact the game in some capacity. It should. And again, like I said, it's not just our games, as you saw with KC. It's also KC. It's also every single team in the NFL. Even places that don't snow. I don't know how, but Miami, Florida has snow now. Because I decided to play God in everything. So let's sim this season. Let's see what the final stats look like. Now you guys see that, yes, every single game is going to be snow. I did this in Madden 24, and it did impact a lot. Now, every year is different when it comes to Madden. Sometimes it impacts something, sometimes it doesn't. All right, hopefully this doesn't do this stupid thing where it's like glitched. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Do that. Let's, sometimes whenever I do these mods, it glitches franchise mode. All right, let me get a new autosave. And it should, in theory here, there we go. So let's just go ahead and sim to the playoffs. Whenever you do mods in Madden, the game does not like to work. Especially when you're adding all types of crazy weather for all 32 teams. One thing I've learned is once you add weather to, like, for example, snow and blizzards to California, blizzards to other different regions that shouldn't have snow, it really breaks the game. And that's what we do here, guys. That's what we do. So, playoffs. Bills are number 1. Would make sense because they are a snow team. Ravens are number 2. Another team that plays in the snow. KC plays in the snow. For Houston, but they have a dome, so that gives them that. Pittsburgh, snow team. And then Jets, again, New York, snow. And Jacksonville doesn't really get snow, but they do in this franchise series. Dallas, Dome, Green Bay, very much snow. Washington, very much snow. San Francisco, no snow. Detroit has a lot of snow, but they do have a dome. Carolina, no snow at all. And Atlanta, they also have a dome. So, kind of interesting. It looks like we got some snow teams here, but we also got some dome teams here. Snow dome. Snow dome. Yeah. Anyway, for the most part, not really. 1 in 16 Broncos? Bro, did the Broncos even try? Okay, apparently the Broncos don't know how to actually try. Good to know. Lamar Jackson, 3,500 yards, 33 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1,600 yards. That's one thing I will say. It should be better is the running game than the receiving game. Because the snow, usually you can run the ball a little bit better than you can actually go ahead and catch the football. 23 sacks, okay. 5 interceptions, nice. Receiving wise, 1,500 yards for Cooper Kupp, 14, 14, 13, 12, 12, okay. Rushing wise, 1,700 yards for Josh Jacobs. And obviously, Derrick Henry and Isaiah Pacheco both hit 22 rushing touchdowns. I mean, it looks like it didn't really impact too much. Now, again, keep in mind, snow isn't going to, like, completely kill things. But the around 15 to 700 mile per hour winds usually does impact a lot of things. So, kind of surprised it didn't impact more. Lamar Jackson won MVP in this franchise. So, let's just see how the playoffs goes. We have Jacksonville versus Baltimore in Baltimore. And yes, there is a snowstorm, but Baltimore loses. That's actually interesting. So, the Ravens lose in a divisional round to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, a non-snow team beats a snow team in a blizzard. Okay? And I love how the Super Bowl is Cowboys-Texans. It is in Saint Stadium, LSU. Not LSU, the Superdome this year. So, it's not really like, you know, snow at all, but I love how this video is about snow and blizzards and participation. I keep saying that word incorrectly. The point is, the two teams that do not have to deal with snow are Texas. That's the two teams that don't have to deal with snow 100% is Texas and Florida. And 2 Texas teams gets to the Super Bowl. Anyway, Texans win in the end, so. Apparently, Texas won overall this video because they don't got to deal with snow, but they did in this video, but they have domes, so they got through it. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. If you have any video ideas you want to see, let me hear them down below. Peace out.